Fall mornings on a farm can be some of the most beautiful. Like these golden skies covering golden fields. The Rose family of Clear Meadow Farm have been reaping the rewards of these fields since 1943. That's when Harold Hap Smith started a dairy farm with 100 Holsteins. His dream? To provide for his family and leave something for the next generation. For the next 30 years, both the farm and the family grew. By the mid-70s, daughter Nancy married David Rose, and the new generation switched gears.
And they started out as a dairy farm. And then in '76, they sold the dairy cows, and we pretty much went to grain and a little bit of beef.
Over the years, the farm and family continued to grow. By the time the third generation took the reins in the early 2000s, the farm had grown to several thousand acres and 600 head of beef cattle. Sons Zach and Greg had the same dream as their grandfather: provide for their family and leave something for the next generation.
I think the biggest thing that our parents instilled in us was hard work. That's what they instilled in us as kids, work hard and you will succeed.
And since taking over, they have done just that.
Greg and I came along, expanded the grain operation. We do a lot of custom work, a lot of hay. We do trucking. We really expanded our beef operation to include cow, calf, and then freezer beef, plus we have a market that we sell beef out of.
The Clear Meadow Market provides the local community access to Clear Meadow's all-natural beef and pork, along with offering dairy, produce, and seasonal offerings from neighboring farms.
It's a lot of work to do it that way. We feel like we have a better control with the whole thing.
That philosophy extends to all arms of Clear Meadow's business.
We have 6 to 8 tractor trailers on the road every day.
Kind of pride ourselves on doing as much as we can ourselves and not outsourcing anything. So right now we're taking a tractor trailer to the field that we are harvesting corn in.
We haul a little bit of everything. That was part of our diversification too. And then mainly to keep, guys busy in the off season when we're not, needing them in the fields. My dad has always said, you're only as good as the guys that work for you. If you don't have good guys that work for you, you can't do what we do. That's the biggest thing, is managing all the guys that we have and keeping everything efficient.
Which is a mighty large task when you farm thousands of acres of corn, wheat, soybean, and more across 4 counties and 2 states. But the brothers prefer to share the management load.
Whether it's trucking or it's taking soil samples and spreading our inputs, we feel like we know our land better than anyone, so we know the best ways to apply the nutrients, take soil samples, and kind of zone management our fields.
In the crops operation, we're using all the latest technology to try to do the best that we can do for the environment, for the bay. We're so close to the bay. We are always very conscientious of what we are putting on the ground, how we're applying it to the ground, and we also have to do it in a very economical and an environmental manner.
By using the latest technology, they are able to prescribe only what is needed to secure a positive yield.
We keep records of our yields. Every pass that we do across the field is GPS time-stamped and recorded. So we can record and go back 5 years to everything we've ever done.
Through technology, diversification, and responsible farming, this generation of the Rose family is keeping their grandfather's dream alive and hoping for the future.
Greg and I both have 3 boys, and Greg's got a girl as well. We just hope that they want to farm one day. I've heard my dad tell people if it wasn't for Greg and I, he wouldn't have done what he did. So we hope we can just keep passing that on to the next generation. That's our goal, is to make this farm sustainable for the next generation, environmentally and economically.
Thanks for watching Maryland Farm and Harvest. We hope you liked the video. Make sure to subscribe so you won't miss out on future videos. To learn more about our show and watch full episodes, check out mpt.org/farm or just click the link in the description.